I'm Stephanie, creator of the largest Dragon Age group on Facebook, the Dragon Age Universe. A little over 8 years ago, after a friend insisted I try playing Dragon Age Origins due to my love of reading, I decided to give it a try. Little did either of us know that it would spiral into an obsession and a love rivaling that of my love for books. I never really considered myself a gamer prior to playing Dragon Age. I played video games certainly, but I was never really great at them, and they hardly kept my interest for long. Dragon Age set me down a path of evolving as a gamer. I learned more about the RPG genre, and how wonderful it could be to have book-quality storytelling in a game where you could somewhat control the narrative. I soon discovered other games in the genre, and enjoyed them immensely, even if none could ever replace the game that introduced me to a whole new world. This led me to join groups on Facebook, to chat with fellow fans about the video games I was growing to love. After realizing there were groups for most of the games I was now playing, I noticed a lack of a Dragon Age group. I took it upon myself to create one. On January 25th, 2012, the Dragon Age Universe was born. The group started pretty small. Over the course of 2 years, between an information dry spell for what we now know as Dragon Age Inquisition, our group grew to about 200 members. By the time Inquisition was released, we had grown to over 2,000. And now, after 7 years of existence, we are at almost 20,000 members. Members share theories, photos of their wardens, hawks, and inquisitors and romance interests, analyses of characters, interactions, and situations. There is so much to the world of Thedas, and the DAU continues to cover it all. Over the years, I have strived to ensure that the Dragon Age universe remain a positive community, inclusive of fans from every walk of life. This had led to some issues, as no fandom is without, but I am ever so grateful for my current adminship and moderator team, from all over the world, mind you, who keep the group running with a positive atmosphere. I am so happy to call Sheha, Angela, Liz, Renee, and Virpi, my fellow admins and mods, my good friends. The Dragon Age community has introduced me to so many other people who I can call my good and best friends. I have a buddy online who I talk to on a near daily basis, who I met in 2012, and we still talk about Dragon Age like it just came out. Just like everyone else in the community, we are anxiously awaiting the 4th installment of the game, constantly contemplating the plot and which clues the devs have left behind in the previous games that might fill us in on what's to come. This connection with fellow fans isn't the only thing that's kept me stuck to Dragon Age like no other series, books, or games. Upon my first playthrough of Dragon Age Origins more than 8 years ago, I was immediately introduced to the subjugation of mages and elves in Thedas, since I chose to play as an elven mage, which made me extremely sympathetic of their plights. During the course of my playthrough, I grew exceptionally strong opinions on their treatment. This caused me to fall in love with any character that challenged the status quo, who questioned the in-game world's established lore. Morgan was my romance choice in Origins, her Witch Hunt DLC being the major factor solidifying her as my go-to choice. It also makes interactions with her and Kieran in Inquisition all the more special, knowing that my warden is Kieran's father. Anders is my go-to in Dragon Age 2. His funny demeanor and defiance of Templars and Awakenings first turned me onto his character, and then his development as he melded with Justice in DA2 made him all the more interesting. Despite the actions at the end of Dragon Age 2, he will always be my go-to. Finally, Solas is my #1 romance in the entire series. Call me a glutton for punishment, as you can see from my choices through all 3 games that I love the mages with ulterior motives, using you to further their own personal agendas. Even still, their unique perspective of the world, of spirits, of dragons, of gods, of circles, made me fall in love with them time and time again. And though I love the game so much, I experience what every romance has to offer. None can top Morgan, Anders, and Solas for me. I just have a love for the controversial, it seems. My love for Solas grew so tremendously that I decided to make an entirely separate group from DAU for fans of the character to share their love without judgment. On May 6, 2016, I created Soul of Hell, a group on Facebook for all Solas fans to commune. We are almost 1,000 strong now, and we might even grow larger depending on his role in the next installment. Dragon Age has impacted so many people's lives, and I am so happy to be one of them. The community is absolutely astounding, and it is so wonderful that I can call so many people friends who I otherwise wouldn't have ever known. Therefore, a huge thank you to the creators of this fantastic world, and to the fans who I call friends for keeping the love of this world alive. Happy Dragon Age Day.